Welcome back to today's exciting coin collecting journey. If you love rare British coins and discovering hidden treasures, then you're in the right place. In today's video, we will explore the top 3 most valuable United Kingdom 3p coins. These fascinating coins have captured the attention of collectors around the world because of their history, rarity, and impressive auction values. We'll look at different years, mint marks, and conditions that can significantly affect their worth. So, make sure to watch until the end because one of these small threepence coins could be worth far more than you imagine. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 3p coin dated 1945 in fine condition. This small coin may not appear valuable at first glance, but its historical importance, unique design, collector interest, and auction potential make it a fascinating piece for numismatists around the world. Stay with us as we explore its history, rarity, and current market value in US dollars. The 1945 3p was issued during the reign of King George VI, a period when Britain was approaching the end of World War II. The country had endured years of economic hardship, rationing, and wartime sacrifices. Coins produced during this era are highly significant because they represent a crucial chapter in British history. By 1945, the Royal Mint was striking the famous 12-sided brass threepence for everyday circulation. Millions of these coins entered circulation and became a familiar sight in British pockets and purses. Even today, many collectors seek these wartime coins because of the stories they carry from one of the most important periods in modern history. One of the most distinctive features of the 1945 3p is its unusual 12-sided shape. Unlike traditional round coins, the brass threepence was designed to be easily recognizable by touch. The reverse side displays the beautiful thrift plant with 3 blossoms, symbolizing resilience and growth. Surrounding the design are the words 3p along with the year 1945. On the obverse, collectors will find the portrait of King George VI facing left, along with the royal inscription. The coin was struck in nickel brass, weighs approximately 6.8 grams, and measures about 21 millimeters across. These features make it one of the most recognizable coins in British numismatic history. Now let's discuss rarity. The standard brass 1945 3p is not considered extremely rare because more than 33 million examples were produced. However, condition plays a huge role in determining value. A coin graded as fine condition has experienced noticeable circulation and wear but still retains clear details and readable inscriptions. Collectors often purchase fine condition examples as affordable additions to their collections. While damaged examples generally sell for very little, attractive fine condition coins can still generate steady interest among collectors of British pre-decimal currency. An interesting fact about the year 1945 is that a separate silver threepence variety also exists. Most of these silver coins were reportedly melted, leaving only a tiny number known to survive. These surviving silver pieces have become legendary among collectors and have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. One certified example realized more than $70,000, demonstrating just how valuable extreme rarity can be in the coin market. Although the ordinary brass version is much more common, the existence of the rare silver variety adds excitement and historical intrigue to all 1945 3p coins. When it comes to current market value, a standard 1945 brass 3p in fine condition is generally worth around 50 cents to $1 depending on eye appeal, demand, and the marketplace where it is sold. Very fine examples may sell for around $1 to $2, while extremely fine and uncirculated examples can reach $5 to $25 or more. Coins with exceptional preservation, attractive toning, or certified grades can command even stronger prices at specialist auctions. As always, values fluctuate based on collector demand and market trends. For collectors interested in acquiring or preserving a 1945 3p, there are several useful tips to remember. First, always examine the coin carefully for excessive wear, scratches, corrosion, or cleaning marks. Original surfaces are usually preferred by collectors. Second, store coins in protective holders to prevent damage from moisture and handling. Third, learn how to grade coins accurately, since even small differences in condition can significantly affect value. Finally, keep an eye on auction results and collector forums, as these can provide useful insights into current market demand and pricing trends. Many experienced collectors recommend focusing on the best condition you can afford because high-grade examples tend to maintain stronger long-term interest. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1945 3p in fine condition is a fascinating piece of British history. While the standard brass version is not exceptionally rare, it remains a popular collectible because of its wartime origins, distinctive 12-sided design, and connection to King George VI. Most fine condition examples are worth around $1 or less, but exceptional specimens and the legendary 1945 silver variety can be worth dramatically more. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, The 1945 threepence is a coin that offers both historical significance and collecting enjoyment. Next up, the 1963 threepence coin, also known as the famous threepenny bit. While many collectors dream of finding rare coins in perfect condition, some people wonder whether a rusty or heavily damaged 1963 threepence could still have value. In this video, we will explore the history of this iconic British coin, its unique features, collector demand, rarity in rusty condition, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The United Kingdom threepence coin has a rich history that stretches back centuries. However, the version most people recognize is the brass 12-sided coin introduced during the reign of King George VI and later continued under Queen Elizabeth II. The 1963 threepence was issued during a time when Britain still used the traditional pre-decimal currency system. This system remained in place until decimalisation in 1971. Millions of these coins circulated through shops, markets, and public transportation systems across Britain, making them one of the most recognisable coins of the 20th century. The 1963 issue features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the famous Tudor portcullis design on the reverse point. One of the most unique features of the 1963 threepence is its distinctive 12-sided shape. Unlike most coins of its era, this unusual design made it easy to identify by touch, which was especially useful in everyday transactions. The coin was struck in nickel brass, giving it a golden appearance that made it stand out among silver-coloured British coins. It weighs approximately 6.8 grams and measures about 21 millimeters across. The reverse design displays a crowned portcullis, a symbol associated with the Palace of Westminster and British heritage, while the obverse carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. These design elements make the coin highly recognizable even today. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the 1963 threepence is generally not considered a rare date. More than 35 million examples were produced, with some sources listing nearly 40 million coins struck during the year. Because of this large mintage, collectors can still find examples relatively easily. However, condition plays a major role in determining value. Coins that remain bright, uncirculated, and free from damage are much more desirable than coins that have suffered heavy wear, corrosion, or rust-like discoloration. Although brass coins technically do not rust like iron, they can develop corrosion, staining, and environmental damage that collectors often describe as rusty condition. Collector demand for damaged or rusty examples is generally limited. Most serious collectors prefer coins with clear details and minimal surface problems. Nevertheless, some beginners purchase damaged examples because they are inexpensive and allow them to complete a collection. Occasionally, a heavily worn coin may still attract interest if it has an unusual minting error, an attractive historical story, or comes from an old collection. In most cases, though, rusty or corroded 1963 threepence coins are valued more as historical keepsakes than as major investment pieces. Discussions among collectors often point out that common British pre-decimal coins can be found in large quantities, keeping prices relatively low unless exceptional quality is involved. Now let's talk about market value. In rusty or heavily damaged condition, a 1963 threepence typically sells for less than $1 and may only bring a few cents at bulk coin sales. Average circulated examples usually trade for around $1 or less depending on demand. Better quality uncirculated specimens often sell for $1 to $2, while certified high-grade examples can achieve significantly higher prices at auction. Exceptional mint state examples have been listed at values ranging from dozens of dollars to over $60 depending on grade and certification. The difference between a damaged coin and a pristine example demonstrates how important condition is in the coin collecting market. For collectors interested in owning a 1963 threepence, there are several useful tips to remember. First, always examine the coin carefully for damage, corrosion, scratches, or cleaning marks. Second, avoid attempting to clean a coin yourself because improper cleaning can reduce its value even further. Third, store coins in protective holders or albums to prevent environmental damage. Fourth, research recent auction sales rather than relying solely on online asking prices, since many listings advertise common coins at unrealistic amounts. Finally, learn to recognize genuine minting errors, as these can sometimes make an otherwise common coin more valuable. As we reach the conclusion of today's video, the 1963 United Kingdom threepence remains one of Britain's most iconic pre-decimal coins. Its 12-sided shape, brass composition, and connection to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II make it a fascinating collectible. Although a rusty or damaged example is not particularly rare and usually carries only modest value, it still represents an important piece of British monetary history. For collectors, the real excitement comes from finding well-preserved examples or unusual varieties that stand out from the millions produced. Whether your coin is worth a few cents or several dollars, Every threepence tells a story from a bygone era of British currency. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom threepence coin from 1967. At first glance, this small brass coin may seem like an ordinary piece of old British currency, but collectors around the world continue to show interest in it. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1967 threepence, its unique features, its rarity in circulated condition, collector demand, and most importantly, its current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy coin collecting or are curious about the value of old British coins, stay tuned until the end. The threepence coin, often called the threepenny bit, holds a special place in British numismatic history. The 12-sided brass version was first introduced in 1937 during the reign of King George VI. Its distinctive shape made it easy to identify by touch and helped it stand out from other coins in circulation. The 1967 threepence was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. By this time, Britain had already transitioned to modern economic systems and was preparing for decimalisation, which would take place in 1971. The 1967 issue became historically significant because it was among the last threepence coins produced for circulation before the denomination disappeared from everyday use. Millions of these coins were struck, allowing them to circulate widely throughout the United Kingdom. One of the most recognisable features of the 1967 threepence is its 12-sided shape. Unlike round coins, the dodecagonal design made the coin instantly recognisable. The coin is made from brass, giving it a golden appearance that distinguishes it from many silver-coloured British coins of the period. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse displays a Tudor portcullis topped with a crown, a design that symbolises British heritage and parliamentary tradition. The date 1967 appears prominently below the design. Collectors appreciate this coin not only for its unique shape but also for its historical significance as one of the final years of circulation for the denomination. Rarity and collector demand in circulated condition. When discussing rarity, it is important to understand that the 1967 threepence is not considered a rare coin in circulated condition. Large numbers were produced, and many examples survive today. However, collector demand remains steady because the coin represents an important chapter in British monetary history. Circulated examples often show signs of wear, including scratches, discoloration, edge damage, and loss of detail. Some coins may even have stains or environmental damage from decades of storage. While these imperfections reduce value, they do not eliminate collector interest. Many beginner collectors seek circulated examples because they are affordable and still provide a tangible connection to Britain's pre-decimal era. Damaged or heavily worn pieces are generally less desirable, but collectors assembling datesets may still purchase them if they are inexpensive. The coin's historical appeal helps maintain demand even among lower-grade examples. Now let's discuss the value that many viewers are interested in. In circulated condition, a typical 1967 United Kingdom threepence usually sells for between 25 cents and $2 US dollars, depending on its level of wear and overall appearance. Coins in fine condition with moderate wear may bring between $1 and $3. Very fine examples with stronger details can sell for $3 to $8. Extremely fine specimens may achieve $10 to $20 or more, especially when offered through reputable coin auctions. Uncirculated examples are where values become more interesting. High-grade mint state coins can sell for $20, $50, or even higher if they possess exceptional eye appeal and strong certification grades. However, ordinary circulated coins remain relatively affordable and are valued more for their historical significance than their rarity. Auction results can vary depending on market conditions, collector demand, grading standards, and the reputation of the auction house. Therefore, value should always be considered approximate rather than guaranteed. If you own a 1967 threepence coin, begin by carefully examining its condition. Look for sharp details in the Queen's portrait and the portcullis design. Less wear generally means greater value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can damage the surface and reduce collector appeal. Even if a coin appears dirty or tarnished, collectors usually prefer original surfaces over cleaned ones. Consider storing the coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear. If you believe your coin is an exceptionally high grade, professional grading may be worthwhile, especially if you plan to sell it through auction. Collectors should also compare recent auction results and market listings to understand current pricing trends before making purchasing or selling decisions. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1967 threepence is a fascinating reminder of Britain's pre-decimal currency system. Although circulated examples are generally not rare, the coin's distinctive 12-sided shape, historical significance, and connection to Queen Elizabeth II ensure continued collector interest. Most circulated examples are worth only a few dollars, while high-grade pieces can command much stronger prices at auction. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collecting journey, the 1967 threepence remains an attractive and affordable piece of British history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share the channel for more coin collecting content and market value updates. See you in the next video.